Shalom, call law Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, double honors to the men who I learned this truth from, my teachers, beginning with the apostles and others of great millstone and on the men on down. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Barakatham to the hopefully elect. Just want to do this quick video, just pretty much going into the pride of Babylon, aka America. All right, because here it is, with a so-called pandemic and pretty much all hell breaking loose. All right, and it's clear and it's evident that this place is pretty much done for. But yet still, you have these dumbed down Americans still clinging on to whatever mirth that this place has, whatever hope that there is for this place, which there is no hope. But again, due to the pride of these people, I saw this video. It was a little TikTok video. It's supposed to be funny, but just looking at it from a spiritual standpoint, because this pretty much the shoe fits, so to say. Because you even got a lot of you got a lot of counterparts of Esau, or excuse me, America. A lot of other Edomites in these other countries that hate these Babylonian Americans because they're so prideful. And again, that's just kind of what I want to touch on in this video, is just the pride of this place. And this is why this place has to be brought down. But I'm going to I'm gonna go to Proverbs 8 and 13, because that's one thing that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, he hates. He greatly hates. He hates pride. And even just people, regular people, they hate pride. Just your average Joe. For the most part, nobody really likes pride. But let me get this in Proverbs 8 and 13. It says, the fear of Yahweh is to hate evil, pride and arrogancy, and the evil way in the forward mouth do I hate. So you see, again, just showing that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Yahweh Yahushai, they hate pride. That's one of the things that definitely will get you jacked up. All right, and like I said, just just people in general, they tend to hate a prideful individual. At the end of the day, there's no profit to pride. It's not gonna do you anything. Someone that's walking around with pride and walking around with their chest all puffed out, right? Like there's somebody. When the scriptures talk about how why is it goes into why is basically why is dust proud? Because we come from the earth, we come from the dust of the earth, right? And when we die, when these bodies die, they go back to the earth. So who are we to even walk around here with being pride? Why is dust and earth prideful? I'm misquoting scripture, but this should show that we're nothing to be prideful about. Other than walking in this truth, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. But even with that, it requires certain humility. Understanding that ultimately, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, he chose us. We didn't choose him, and at any moment, he could take this truth from us. So again, it's I believe there's another precept that talks about how when it comes to pride, that it wasn't meant for us to be to be walking around here in pride. And America, this is the most powerful place. Like I said, matter of fact, let me get it. So I quoted it, Daniel's. And again, this is why other Edomites in these other countries and these other nations, they look, look at America, and they hate this place. And ultimately, this is why, this place is going to be hit with, nuclear missiles, because of the pride of this place. Well, let me get this in Daniel 7 and 20. It says, and of the 10 horns that were in his head, and of the other which came up, and before him 3 fell, even of that horn that had eyes, and had a mouth that spake very great things, whose look was more stout than his fellows. So you see, America, they look at these other countries like, they're bigger and better, right? And again, this is why, these other countries, all right, they're right now, America is people aren't, no, nobody's really taking America serious right now, and again, part of that's because of the pride, you know, because again, America walks around like they're the biggest, they're the biggest baddest wolf on the block right now, but again, America, she's had her moment to shine, but Yahweh Shem Shai is slowly, closing the curtains on this place. Now you got other countries and nations. They pretty much got what America has, as far as the missiles and things of that nature, and better. But again, yeah, and Trump, he's like the perfect depiction of how America is. If you watch this guy Trump, man, and you watch some of his rallies and his interviews and whatnot, this guy is prideful as hell, and he's, like I said, he's like the ultimate depiction. He's like the perfect depiction of how America is, because America, this place is just prideful as hell, and this is why this place has to be destroyed. You can't tell these Americans nothing, man. The prophets, they talk about how this place is going to be destroyed and things of that nature, and again, because of the pride of these people, these dumbed down Americans, they really don't think, they really believe that these things, they think like it's a far-fetched idea, like these things can't, it's not going to happen. You got these what do you call them, these patriarchs, these people really believe and trust in this place. They trust in the system, they trust in the military. All right, people walking around talking about make America great again. People really trust in this place and love this place, wholeheartedly. And again, it's because of that pride. A lot of people, they don't see this place going down. And sure enough, this, Yahweh Shem Shai is gonna bring this place down. But let me go to 1 John 2:16. It says, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. So you see that, because again, these people, they're just walking around, they're full of pride, thinking that, just thinking that all hell, can't break loose. Again, people just walking around, holding on to whatever mirth, whatever juice is left. People are walking around, trusting and hoping. They're optimistic that this place is going to bounce back. This is the great old America. We've overcome. This is the attitude and the mindset of the average American. The average Babylonian. And it's that pride of life. Again, surely Yahweh Shem Shai is going to destroy this place, and there's, like I said, there's no profit to being, well, matter of fact, let me just get this, because this is the end result of pride. All right, I'm gonna go to Proverbs 19:18. It tells you, no, that's not it. Where it talks about pride goeth before destruction. Let me look for it real quick. Pride goes before destruction. Yep, there's it. Proverbs 16:18. It says, pride goeth before destruction, and an haughty spirit before a fall. So ultimately, the only thing that you're gonna get out of pride is some extreme humiliation, all right, and destruction ultimately, all right. Because again, especially with Jake, with our people, a lot of our people, they like to walk around all puffed up, and this is why, a lot of times, Yahweh Shem Shai, he has to pretty much, put Jake in their place, right? And it seems like, judgment happens quicker for us, versus what the world, because, Jake got to understand that, we are the people, we're the sons and daughters of Yahweh Shem Shai, the Most High living power. All right, and the scriptures talk about how judgment is going to begin at he's going to begin with his people. Because we're supposed to set the standard. We're the ones that's supposed to know better. We're the ones that Yahweh Shemel Shai. We entered this covenant and agreement with Yahweh Shemel Shai. So and just show it may seem why it may seem to Jake why we catch on so the world doesn't. But again we're the ones that pretty much the Lord is dealing with us. All right, we're the ones that's supposed to be setting the standards. But nevertheless, it's like we go to this real quick. It's second Edges 15, and because like I said, this is why Yahweh Shemel Shai is gonna bring this place down. All right, second Edges 15 and 16, second Edges 15 and 18. It says, "For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid." So again, this is why again, this place called America, which is Babylon the Great, all right, the daughter version of Babylon, all right, the Lord is going to start touching this place. The Lord is going to start plaguing this place because of the pride the pride of these cities, all right, and this whole country, all right. This is why Yahweh Shemel Shai is going to bring this place down because of the pride, because again, America's went so long without pretty much being touched and being judged as a whole, as a nation, right? And then, there's another scripture that talks about how because of the sentence is not, let me get that, Ecclesiastes 11 or 8 and 11. It says, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. So again, just because America has gone so long, it's gone so long without being judged again as a whole, as a nation, collectively. It's gone so long without being judged. These people, man, they just don't, they think that they can't be touched. Well, again, Yahweh Shemel Shai again, he's about to start touching this place. He's about to start bringing the heat upon this place. All right. And again, ultimately, America is going to be a complete lake of fire. Ultimately, it's going to be completely, I'm not going to say obliterated because, America is going to be here forever, but it's going to be left as a memorial, all right, because this place is literally going to be, set on fire, man. All right, nuclear missiles are going to, wipe this place out. All right, the smoke of this place is going to be, it's going to rise for a long time, again, as a memorial. All right, because again, this place was, there was a point, in time that America, Yahweh Shemel Shai allowed this place to, be built up and be this great and wonderful, this powerful nation, all right, for a time. But again, this place, America, it's pretty much it ran its course, and her time is running short. All right, and because there's other scriptures that talk about how this place, this how let's see if I can look for that real quick. See what it says in Isaiah the 19th chapter. Well, I can get this in Isaiah 19 and 18. It says, "In that day shall 5 cities in the land of Egypt," which America is spiritually known as Egypt, all right, as well as other names like Assyria, Sodom, all right. It says, "In that day shall 5 cities in the land of Egypt speak the language of Canaan and swear to Yahweh of hosts. One shall be called the city of destruction. In that day shall there be an altar to Yahweh in the midst of the land of Egypt, and a pillar at the border thereof to Yahweh." So ultimately, this place is one big altar, all right. Because I was touching on the how this place is gonna eventually it's gonna be just one big lake of fire, All right, and again, it's going to be a sacrifice. All right, unto Yahweh Shem El Shai. This place is America is nothing but a big altar. All right, but pretty much what I was looking for. Let me go to Isaiah 14, see what that says. But ultimately, what I was looking for is talks about how this place, this. Yeah, let me read this. Isaiah 14 and start at verse 4. It says that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how have the oppressor ceased, the golden city ceased? All right, because again, America was once, this mighty and powerful nation. All right, at one point, everyone looked at America as the pretty much like the holy Mecca. Everyone wanted to come to America to get a better life and job and career and all these other things. All right. But when you read on, it says, verse 5, it says, Yahweh hath broken the staff of the wicked and the sceptre of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger, is persecuted and none hindereth. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. All right. Pretty much is going into the destruction of Babylon the Great. All right, which is America. All right, this once great country, this once great nation. All right, other nations feared this place. They feared this country. All right, reading on to verse 10, jumping down to verse 10, it says, all they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Yeah, because how did this great power on the earth, this great force on the earth become, like a desolation, because America is going to be, very soon is going to become the worst place to be on the planet. All right, very soon this place is going to be just the worst place to be. All right, America soon is going to become it's going to, they talk about a third world country. This place called America is going to become lower than that. All right, America is going to be a very horrible place to be, and when all hell breaks loose. All right, and again, eventually it's going to be destroyed completely. All right, but the point being, how did this great nation, this mighty and powerful nation that had all these nations under subjection and pretty much ruled the earth, all right, how did they, become so weak? All right, how did they be, how were they brought into a position of lowliness? All right, because that's what's going to happen, and it's because of their pride. Yahweh Shem Shai brought these, is bringing this nation down. All right, it says verse 11. It says, thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vows, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms covered thee. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? So you see, this is going into more how this mighty nation, is brought down, so low. All right, because again, America eventually is going to become a third world country. It's going to become less than a third world country. All right. So that was it on that. I'm gonna get on Zephaniah. Zephaniah 2 and 15. This place is dumb and it's through, and this is the result of America's pride. All right. Zephaniah 2 and 15. It says, this is the rejoicing city that dwelt carelessly, that said in her heart, I am, and there is none beside me. How is she become a desolation, a place for beasts to lie down in? Everyone that passes by her shall hiss and wag his hand. So you see, because again, eventually, America is going to become like an astonishment, like a byword, a proverb. How did this great city, how did they, how were they brought down so low? And the first part of that verse, it says, this is a rejoicing city that dwelt carelessly. Yeah, man, these Americans, man, the average Babylonian, they don't give two shits about anything. It's all about themselves. They just walking around, they just not, paying attention to the signs. All right. Like I said, it's a far-fetched idea to your average American, your average Babylonian, that this place is going to be destroyed. And people really have it in their minds that this place can't be destroyed. It can't be brought down. This place walks around carelessly. You know, they don't give two shits in the world. You know, there's another scripture that talks about how, the scriptures talk about how, men will be lovers of themselves. All right. Because again, it just goes back to the to the pride of this place. And the average your average Babylonian, they don't give a damn about anything but themselves. And again, this is why this place has to be destroyed, because of the pride. Let me get this in Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 8. It says, "What hath pride profited us, or what good thing hath riches with our wanting brought us?" So you see, because at the end of the day, pride is not going to do anyone any good. All right. Because that's what people are soon going to find out very soon. This place is going to be like a nightmare. Like a dream, a bad dream. 1 minute it's here, and then the next minute, it is gone. It's vanished like a shadow. So yeah, man. This place is dumb, man. These people are prideful as hell, and again, nothing comes from pride but destruction. All right, and this is why Yahweh Shem Shai, he's about to destroy this place, because this place is too far gone. There's no healing for this place. This place is through. It's done and it's finished. All right, so with that, I'm going to give all credit to Yahweh Shem Shai. And once again, double honors to the man who I learned this truth from, beginning at the apostles and others of Great Millstone. Until next time, Shalom.